Okay, this is a third part where we would make some changes and make a pull request. Okay, so now going back to our fork, which is important, fork. Okay, inside of our fork, where we made some changes, let's say we want to make some more changes. So in the README file, I added a new line, or for example, for app, I want to leave a comment that this will be used by front end, for example, right? I saved my changes. Now, what I would have to do, I have to go to this thing here and choose to sign in, or press on this GitHub icon thing and choose to sign in. Now, extension wants to sign in. By default, you're not going to, you just need to allow it. Here, finish authentication, it would need to copy some code. Just need to copy the code. Yeah, you'd open a domain. I think it opens in your browser. Yes, it is. So here you have to choose your account. You're probably going to have only one account. And here you need to paste, just do Ctrl+C of the stuff that they told you to copy. Just follow the instructions. It's pretty simple. And you need to continue. Here it will ask you to confirm that you want to connect your VS Code to the GitHub. And that's it. Now you would be signed in. Now, when you would press on this source control thing, you would see that you have a bunch of things here. So all of these things are things you have just made, things that you have just changed. You can see they are under changes. So what you would want to do is to stage all changes. Just press on this button here. Or you can unstage them and, for example, select only one change or only two changes that you want to select, for example, right? So maybe you are working on several parts of the project, but you only have done one part and you want to upload one part. So you choose files related to that one part, okay? Or you can select everything like this. Then you will need to select a message of your commit that everyone will see. Without brackets like this. Let's say my test pull request. You may do the same change so that I would know that you are following these tutorials, okay? And you would need to make a commit. And then you would have an option to sync changes. So you can see that it shows me what it's going to do. It's going to push to origin main. And this is origin main of your fork. This action will push blah, blah, blah. Let's say, okay. Extension GitHub wants to sign into allow. Choose the account where you signed in. I think that's it. So if I would update it in a browser, you can see that here my test pull request, you can see that some changes were made in the demo, and this is my fork, which is important. Okay. Now we made some changes. So if you don't understand what is going on, so every one of you would need to create a fork of the original, and we're going to have an original or main repository, okay, where everything is and everyone would talk to. Then we would create a fork of that main repo. Fork is just a copy. We're going to make a changes in our copy. Changes. Okay. Then after we're done with changes, we're going to send the changes to the main repo. For everybody to see. Now the reason why we do it is because we're going to have a lot of people interacting with the main repo. So It is going to eliminate some problems. And this tutorial only does everything on the main branch. But I would record a video after this one where we would create a test branch and we would make our changes there, okay? This is just an oversimplified view of how this all will work, right? And then I would create a more in-depth video of what you're actually going to do, right? I just think that doing a simple version first will make it more understandable for you of what is going on, right? So now going back to your GitHub to make some changes. Here, I think there is an option. Yeah, here there is an option to create a pull request. You can just press on it. It will automatically see that your project is a fork of existing project. So in this until if the username of me where original project is, so this is my alt. I can add a description. This is a demonstration. Whatever. I can create a pull request. And now you can see that I opened the pull request. Now, in the original, now there is a pull request where you can go to. You can see my description. You can see that this branch has no conflicts. So in case everybody already changed the main branch, main repo, and you're uploading your stuff and it has some conflicts, you're going to need to handle it, and it is going to be handled by us separating stuff into the pull request so that we would have less conflicts. I will talk about it in the next. I will talk more about it in the next video where we are going to create a separate branches. Okay, so we have this pull request. Now you can see that I don't have permissions to commit it, but you probably will. I'm going to give you permissions, etc. So give me a second. Okay, so I changed my account into my main account where the project is. So in my main account, I would have a pull request here. I would see this pull request, and from my main account, I would be able to merge my pull request with the project itself. And now our main project, so it's into the online health monitoring system, as a last commit is going to have a commit made from that from that fork. So you can see the message here, my test pull request. This is what we had in our fork. So this was how to make some changes and make a pull request. As you can see, we mostly used GUI to interact with GitHub and Git. I would recommend you to do the same. You still have access to all of the tutorials that I left you in the GitHub tutorial about Git commands, etc. But it is completely fine if you use GUI in the VS Code. Okay.